everybody, welcome back to Rock the Rub. This is John, and today's episode is titled Pork plus Pork equals Love, and that's for a good reason. I'm taking two of my favorite things in the world, pork loin and bacon, and I'm tying them together to make some pork bacon wings that are fantastic for this time of year, whether you're tailgating or hanging out on the couch at home, getting ready to watch the big game, drink a few beers with your buddies. These things are fantastic. So stick around and we're going to make some noise and we're going to make some barbecue. Okay, so now we're going to get down to it. I'm going to show you how these things are made. My smoker is out warming up. We want to get it up to about 235 to 250, somewhere in there. I go a little on the hotter side. I like my pork just a little bit drier, so I cook it at a little higher temperature. If I was cooking for a whole bunch of people, I'd keep it down in the 225 to 235. 235 is really just about perfect. But what I've done is bought a pack of sliced pork loin just because it was handy. Normally I'll buy the whole pork loin and I'll slice my own. But they're fairly thick, as you can see. We've got them about an inch. And so what I will do is cut them in half long ways. So we're going to do that. A pork loin is really great. It's nice and lean, not a bunch of waste, cooks very fast. If you do it right, especially with this recipe, stays very juicy. So I'll show you just as an example on a couple of these. What we're going to do, we have them sliced into long slices. We're going to take our Rock the Rub Sweet Rub Alabama, which I have in this jar, and we're going to just liberally pile it on there. And that's the nice thing about this rub, as I've said many times before, it's sugar based, so we don't have to be too careful, because with salt based rubs, if you put even the least little bit too much on there, it just gets overpowering and you ruin your meat a lot of times. And I've done that many times. So I went to a completely sugar-based rub, and I can really load it up so it really makes good contact. As you can see, we didn't spare any rub, and normally I'd let that sit for about 5 minutes, and you'll notice the sugar and salt start working their way into the meat. But just for this video, I'm going to show you the next step. We take some bacon, and I'll take my piece of bacon, and there's not much to it. I just start on one end and just wrap it around like a candy cane. I take another piece of bacon. Sometimes if your pork is really big, you can even do double bacon, but one piece is normally enough. So as you can see, we've just kind of made a candy cane with it. And we'll keep doing that on our pork. And we wrap it around. And once we get all those done, we hit it with a little more rub so that the bacon gets a nice coat of rub on it. And you can see the bacon, I don't have to put a toothpick in it or anything. It stays nice and attached because the pork is a little wet. So I just liberally sprinkle that on there. And then I'm going to let it sit for another 5 minutes or so the rub has a chance to work itself in. And then onto the grill. Takes about 80 minutes or so. I usually do it for normally about 70 minutes. And when the bacon starts getting done and a little dark, I will start applying sauce to it, which I'll show you here in a little bit, and turn the heat up so that the bacon gets a little crispy and the sauce has a chance to caramelize and mix with the rub, and it's going to be fantastic. So stick with me and I'll get the rest of these done and we'll move out to the smoker. Okay, well, we've run into some technical difficulties. My Pit Boss pellet smoker that I've had for many years decided to quit working tonight. Won't fire up, so I'm gonna have to take that apart and see what I can do. But in the meantime, we're just gonna do these on the propane grill. So as you can see, we've got these bad boys ready to go, and I am gonna throw them on the grill here, if you can see that. So let me flip this around, and as you can see, we're just going to take them, set them on the grill one by one here. This is going to be a little hotter than what I had planned because it's pretty hard to get my propane grill down to 250, so I'm going to be cooking these more at about 275 to 280, so they're going to cook a lot faster. So while I'm getting these on and they are cooking, I'm going to let you watch something that I dug up. I was going through some video footage looking for something else to work on, another project I'm working on, and I stumbled across a song I did with a good friend of mine, Kevin Horton. He's from the band Dark Matter, one of my all-time favorite drummers, and he wanted to get behind the microphone, so we did a little song by Alice in Chains called No Excuses. So take a look at that. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back in a little while to check on these. It's alright. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that song. I sure enjoyed having Kevin come over and hang out in the studio and do it. And as you can see, there are our little lovelies. Pork plus pork. It truly equals love. So we're going to let these sit for just a couple minutes. Basically have the heat turned off. As you can see, we're rolling at 250. And then we're going to let them set, let the juices come to the middle, and then we're going to eat. So, thanks for joining us again. Remember, it's all about the rub, so rock the rub, baby. Have a good one.